Hello everybody, it's Nikki coming back at you with another video. I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and of course the video that I'm going to post prior to this I recorded like 3 days ago, so you're going to get 2 posts at one time, but you know, it's cool. That's how we do sometimes. So I hope that you watch this whole video and just give me some type of feedback. And I'm just going to button this up real quick because you know, y'all don't need to see all of that. Okay, back to the video. Anyway, so today I was just sitting here in my house, and y'all already know how I do random thoughts with Nicolette. I was contemplating like what I want to do after I graduate in May. Like, what is my next move going to be? And the craziest part about it is, you know, I feel like lately in life, for some reason at this stage, I look for confirmation for so many other people before I make the decisions that I make. And I don't necessarily know if that's a bad thing or if that's a good thing. I think everybody goes through that stage where you're just unsure. And usually it does happen right after college. You know, right when you're getting to those last years. You know, you're scared because you don't want to go back to mom's house. Some of us don't have mom's house to go back to. You don't want to stay in the town that you went to school in because then you become, you know, a resident. So you're a Carbonite or Murfreesboro or something like that, you know. You don't want to just get a basic every day-to-day job at Walgreens because you were told that after you leave college, you're supposed to be successful and just great, and all these wonderful things are supposed to happen to you, and just money is supposed to fall out the sky. You're supposed to be able to take care of mom and dad and afford this nice car and afford this wonderful apartment and have these great friends who make a lot of money too, and you're making $50K a year, and it's just wonderful. And the reality of that is that does not happen but to maybe 2% of people who graduate college, and those 2% of people usually were like, you know, summa cum laude. So for us average socialite students who don't have those types of credentials behind us, don't have mom and dad paying off, you know, the college tuition, we don't got all that. We are in this state where, you know, we're really just out here looking. And something that I found was, you know, a lot of y'all may know I like to act, perform, poetry, all that. Anything performance-wise I can do. I actually find it being a problem with a lot of my relationships with people too, because everybody thinks that I'm acting all the time. And I tell them I'm not. I'm just being me. I'm a very animated person. I have different pieces to me. The basis of who I am, you know, my family mostly knows. But there's a lot of parts to me. That's just how God, you know, created me to be. It's a blessing. It's not a curse. But anyway, getting to the point, it's so crazy to me how so many other people believe in my talent and skill more than I do. You know, every other day somebody's telling me, oh, you're such a good actress, you're such a good actress. But it's like, you don't understand. You could tell me all day long that I'm good or I'm great or this, that, and the third. But until I believe that and fully have that in myself without becoming big-headed, until I can believe that and stay humble in believing that, I'm not going to dwell in that. So for a long time I was like, I might, you know what I'm saying, I might. It'll be those times when I see somebody else acting and I'm like, oh my God, I know I could kill that, like I could do it a totally different way, like I throw an accent in there and everything, like then I'm a little cocky. But other than that, I'm very like humble when it comes to that. But I'm in a state now where I really feel like performance is the way that I should be going with my life. It's a talent, it's a passion, it's something I go harder for than anything else I ever go hard for. I actually own my own business. There are times where I don't even go as hard for my own business as I do when I'm standing on the stage and I'm performing and I'm embodying another character, or when I'm reciting a piece that I've created. It's a completely different version of me. So when you see that version of me, it's like, that's her. What she's doing right now, that fits her. That's who she is. You know, everything else that I've been doing in my life, journalism, which I've been majoring for at this point 5 years, psychology, those are just interests of mine. That's not who I am. And I make this video because there's a lot of people out here in the world now, we're doing things that interest us that in 20-30 years aren't going to interest us anymore. So you went and you spent 50-60K on an education that you got to eventually pay back, Sally Mae. You know, and that's just an interest. That's not your passion. That's not what God created you to do. What God created you to do, other people are going to confirm to you. You know, so I really believe that that's what God created me to do. So I'm here to tell everybody like what I feel like my next plan is going to be. I'm scared to tell people really, simply because if it doesn't work out, everybody going to be looking at me like, but you said though. But you said though. And I'm going to be like, everything works according to God's plan. But I'm feeling like, you know, I think that I've been saying New York, New York, New York so many years since I was younger. So many people just know New York, New York, New York, Nicolette, New York. Just, it worked together. But I feel like that is going to be a space that I'm going to be in, but not right now. When I graduate, I am going to continue on my education, and I'm going to go into performance. And I'm going to go to a school that I feel like is going to give me the best possible chance of actually performing and acting. Whether if it's on, you know, on stage or if it's in film. I love performance, every state of it. Oh, just my roommate. Anyway, I love performance and everything about it. So I'm telling you all right now that you need to find what your passion is and allow the people around you to confirm it to you, and then believe it. And trust me, everything it is that you want, once you really start to live for what you want and do what it is you want, you're going to be such a better person. So I thank everybody who's encouraged me, who's given me an opportunity. Shout out to my bro, Cordero McKee, for putting me in my first TV show. Even though I cannot stand to take this person. Shout out to Mr. Marcus Summerall for actually giving me a chance in this play that I did this last year called it was not Think Like a Man. Ooh, look at me. It was a domino effect. Shout out to anybody who ever gave me opportunity, and the friends around me who really encouraged me and believed in me. And, you know, we're just going to see where this journey takes Nicolette. And I just hope you all find the path that God has for you too. And I want y'all to have a blessed, wonderful day. If you have any comments or know of any schools or academies that you think would be great for me to go to, comments below. And of course, as I always say,
if I just spread my wings.